Can you scroll? Yeah, no, here we go.
All right. Am I here? Are we live? Are we talking? We're going to finish up the
Four
Johnny
texts,
Depp trial
or five
today.
texts up from the bottom. There's a text exchange between you and Miss Heard. You see that?
I just realized something here.
Yes, I do.
And this is sent on March 12th, 2013.
Okay, yes, sir.
Which, if I'm doing my calculation right, was Tuesday, March 12th, 2013. And in the top text, you write, "Just thought you should know that there exists a book titled Disco Bloodbath. That's all." You see that? Did I read that right?
Yes, you did.
Your Honor, I'd move for the admission of this exhibit with those texts.
When you say those texts, which ones? Just,
Those four. The text exchange between Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard.
okay. Any objection to that?
We have no objection to the omission of the 4 text messages between Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard on
So
that
we can
date.
make those redactions?
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully this is right. I don't think any of this is.
All right. 161 in evidence with the redactions. We can publish.
Thank you, Your Honor. So we'll just focus on the text. So we can see the top text is from you to Ms. Heard. And you say, "Just thought you should know
I have
that there
no idea if
exists
this
a
happened.
book titled Disco Bloodbath. That's all." And Amber wrote you back and said, "We need that book!" Exclamation point. And you wrote back and said, "Is it about last Friday night?" by any
Objection.
chance?" Or, I'm sorry. I got it wrong.
I think you're, yeah.
Amber writes you and says, "We need that book." And then she writes you and says, "Is it about last Friday night by any chance?" And you write, "How can you make me smile about such a hideous moment? Yes, it is. Funny bitch. I fucking love you, you cunt." You wrote that on Tuesday, March 12th, 2013, referring to the previous Friday night, March 8th, 2013, correct?
I believe that this subject, I sent her that text that there exists a book called Disco Bloodbath from a bookstore that I was in. She said, "We need the book," asked me about if it was about last Friday. I believe that I have a very different opinion of what that Friday was.
Oh, guys. How's everybody
You do,
doing?
and
Well,
I'm
your
tired, I'm
counsel can ask
exhausted.
you about that, and
I don't know
and I'm
what's
sure
Indeed,
Ms.
going
Heard
well, I
will
think that's
testify
when
to
we'll
that.
get into that, yes.
But my question to you is, you're writing, you're referring to such a hideous moment. You're responding to Ms. Heard's text is it about last Friday night by any chance? Isn't that right?
That's what she's asking me.
Okay.
Trying to eat some lunch.
You can take that down, please.
This is the... What day is this?
God, so any vague item, you could just say, "Hey, this is about
Oh, the
a
umbrella
fight
ice
we
cream.
had," which they're going to call a fight the Disco Bloodbath. That's what it's going to be. They're going to call it the Disco Bloodbath scene or incident. So you just take one and turn it into an ordeal. That's amazing. Innocuous treats.
Can you please bring up Defendant's Exhibit 638?
All right, what is, are we going to enter this into evidence, or?
Yes, Your Honor. Move for the admission of this video into evidence.
We have no objection, Your Honor.
All right, 638 in evidence. Thank you. Now you can publish it.
Didn't you were smashing shit.
So her whole thing was just to set him up.
Do we have a date for this,
That's your house in
illegally
West-
recorded tape? Do we have a date or another date or anything?
Why don't we, since you have some questions about it, why don't we watch it again?
Oh, I've
Play it
seen it.
again,
I
please,
mean,
Michelle. Okay, you know what, we
Maybe-
can, we don't have to do that.
No, that's good.
We don't have to do that. This
Yeah,
is
they
at your
should have
house
objected.
in West Hollywood on Sweetser Avenue, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And that's you in the video, Mr. Depp, right?
That's correct, sir.
And you would agree that you were
Wow.
violent in that clip, correct?
Clearly, I was having a bad time. I don't know what it was with regard to completely at this point, since I don't know the date, but
How was that violent?
being illegally recorded by your
Wife.
chosen other is, well, it's quite fitting with the rest of the photographs and tape recordings she made. So I thought what was most interesting is that she
She's trash.
Tried to
She's
hide it
trailer
from me,
park
and then
trash.
she
And she's trying to
laughed
set him up
and
for
smiled
a
at
big
the end.
payday so she can
thought
do
that was
nothing but
most
go out and
interesting
decide if she's a
What's that? But
lesbian
yes.
or if
You
she's
didn't-
not
I
a
did
lesbian,
assault,
if she's a hooker,
a
if she's
couple
not a
of
hooker.
times.
She doesn't
I did
know,
not
man.
touch
She's
the
just
girl.
a human walking
as you can
around.
see, I think, no.
Wastebasket. Who
you may have
knows?
been-
She's just
May have been
garbage.
drunk in that video, correct?
I mean, name one thing she's ever done good.
There's a possibility of that, yes, sir.
You poured yourself
I mean, there's 10 girls that can
a
replace
mega
her. in
pint of
Hollywood.
red wine, correct?
A mega pint.
Yeah,
I poured myself a large glass of wine.
right,
I thought it necessary.
right, right.
I thought it necessary.
Let's look at UK 101, please.
Okay, 101.
Yeah, this is day one.
I thought it necessary. Johnny Depp's so cool. Feel sorry for Johnny. Johnny, you want to hang out with people that care about you, man? Come on over here. Hang out with the umbrella guy. Hang out with me. We have a much better
see
time.
there at line
These
5, you have the
losers
page
you're
up?
around like
I
Amber
haven't seen
Heard.
101 yet, sir. Sorry.
Okay, sorry, take your time.
I've got a
I'm Amber Heard.
bit of a bush.
I
over
think
here.
I'm special. I'm a loser. I want to be special, but I can't. Because I'm stuck being uncool. I wish I was cool like the
It's on
expert.
volume For day one. if that helps.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm looking through, but it's all, it's a bit of a jumble. Oh, sorry, here, page 101, is that what you like?
Yes, sir.
Great.
And just since you seemed amused by the terminology, you were asked the question, you were drunk, I'm going to suggest. What do you say to that? Answer, I may have been.
Where are we, sir?
Line 5.
Thank you.
Question, you were drunk, I'm going to suggest. What do you say to that? Answer, I may have been, I do not recall. The chances are very good that I was if I was upset. Question, we saw you pour a sort of, answer, mega pint. Question,
Megapint.
mega pint of red wine, which is not everybody's choice for breakfast, is it? Answer, no.
It should
Did I
be.
read that right?
You did.
And you were very, very upset in that video, correct?
I think that's pretty clear, yes.
And you would agree that
Some
your
people drink
behavior in
beer
that clip
for
could be
breakfast.
intimidating to anyone present in that room, correct?
Objection calls for speculation.
I'll sustain the objection.
You would agree that your behavior was intimidating, correct?
Objection calls for speculation.
All right, I'll sustain the objection.
Now, you're a lot bigger than Amber, correct? Physically?
I wouldn't say that.
Ha!
Would you agree with me that the standards of a Southern gentleman were not in your mind in this particular moment?
Why does that have to do anything?
I don't know about anyone else, but I have had experiences in my life where one does stray from complete control over their emotions at times, and that is a very normal, primal thing to do. I did not try to intimidate Ms. Heard. If she was intimidated, why was she filming? If she was scared to death, why didn't she leave?
Can you
Yeah.
pull up Exhibit 821, please? Defendant's
Why didn't
exhibit.
she leave?
We're going to fast forward in time a little bit, Mr. Depp.
Yes, I can feel it.
I'd like to direct your attention to the third text down. It's a text message from you to your sister on June 4th, 2016. You
Yes, sir.
see that?
No.
Objection,
Who sees
relevance, Your
what?
Honor.
What's the relevance? Or you want to approach? Sure.
Men get abused and it becomes a size game. You were bigger than her, weren't you? You were bigger. You know, they just played the same thing that she did on tape. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell the world.
You need to
I, a
listen
female
to-
at whatever the freaking size she is, you know, she plays this game. Tell the world, Johnny. I, Johnny Depp, am a victim of. She played the same game that she did on tape. It's amazing to see. By the way, that's the tape that Court TV took 6 seconds from. And I don't know. I would have to. I want to look at the tape again because the whole tape's in evidence. I don't think they showed the entirety of the end where she's sitting there smiling about it because she was so intimidated that she laughs and smiles. You know, who left the scene? Remember, crazy will ruin you.
Gosh, she's so awful.
Can you pull up Exhibit 870, please? Actually, can you pull up it's Plaintiff's Exhibit 15711?
157.11. So weird.
157, page 11.
Oh, there we go. Okay, 157. Plaintiff's 157. page
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay, so all this is based on a. Hang on a second here. I'm going to change this. Let me leave you guys for a second.
Mr. Depp,
Let me come up.
these are text messages that you sent to your friend Isaac Baruch, correct?
Yes, and I'll just say that I'm not proud of any of the language that I've used in these anger.
Your Honor, I move for admission of just this page of this exhibit.
All right, I'm still
We
trying to
object
figure
to
out.
relevance.
All right, if you want to approach, let's do it.
This is going to be the
Hello,
decaying
patience,
corpse in
right?
the back and the trunk of a Honda Civic. I'm thinking. It's interesting, somebody
That's a Honda
can
Civic.
burn your life down, and you're not supposed to ever say anything bad or mean. If you do that, you're the abuser. It's amazing. I remember people play this game online all the time. When my personal information was put out, I insulted someone. I responded by saying, that I don't remember what else, but I used the word fat in there. And the people that were like, oh my God, he called that person fat. You deserve it. It's the same thing, man. These people play in the aftermath, pretending you're not allowed to be mad about something. You're not allowed to respond or have a visceral reaction. You burn down my life, I'm going to have a lot of nasty things to say. A lot of nasty things.
All right,
You know?
with the redactions,
Step on my toe, I might have a nasty thing to say.
you can
I
tell the
love
redactions.
Tug. I just want to go out there and say this.
Those
That's
middle two
awesome.
texts, please.
All right, plaintiff's 157, page 11, so I guess we'll call it 157A. Page 11, in with redactions needed.
Do you guys hear about Pooh Shiesty today?
Your Honor, permission to publish this redacted exhibit.
All right, yes, sir.
Mr. Depp, these are two texts that you sent to Isaac Baruch, who the jury's heard from on October 17th, 2016 and October 18th, 2016. Can you just read for the jury that first text?
You'd like me to read that?
Yes, please.
Sure, Mr. Rottenborn. Is the slippery whore that I donated my jizz to for a while staying there?
And can you please read the text under that, please?
Certainly. I'm not sure I sent that text, but...
Well, I'll read it. You say,
No, I'll read it. It's fine if you'd
No.
like to hear that.
I'll go ahead and read
Oh,
it,
you
sir.
go
You tell Mr. Baruch on October 18th, 2016, hopefully that cunt's rotting corpse is decomposing in the fucking trunk of a Honda Civic, 2 exclamation points. Did I read that right?
Hear it from Johnny Depp.
You did?
Okay, you can take that down, Michelle, please. And can you please pull up exhibit 485?
My next question would be to show a picture of
Defendant's
a
exhibit.
Honda Civic and say, is this the car in question you wanted Amber Heard's corpse to be in? No, I just say, is this a Honda Civic? I make the whole case about the Honda Civic. I'm not,
Him reading that is hilarious.
Do you recognize this as a text exchange that you had between you and Amber Heard on September 28th, 2015?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I'd move for the admission of the exhibit with just happy to have all of it, or just Mr. Depp's, depending on what his counsel wants. And Your Honor,
Give him a moment to read it.
of course.
Someone clip him reading that for me, please, and send it to my email.
We're happy to have the Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard's portions admitted, but we would ask that the phone numbers be redacted.
All right.
Of course.
So